What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ruchi Take Profit, and I'm back at y'all with another video. In today's video, we getting a little more technical on the charts, man. It's gonna be a quick, short video. I just want to explain how I use SMTs when trading the Nasdaq. I got it from Justin Whirling. SMT. And if I could just say, I'm not even gonna give like the most official definition of a SMT. I'm pretty sure there's videos out there that explain it, but honestly, from just watching and learning, in simple terms, it's just a manipulation tactic that's used in between the Nasdaq and the S&P 500, where the S&P 500 pretty much has a clear trend to either the downside or the upside, versus on the Nasdaq it's manipulated. And when you spot the difference, it's a good indicator that price is either gonna drop down or shoot up. But of course, like, you can't always use one thing to make sure that your bias is correct. You need to add other confluences. But I'm gonna just show, a quick example real quick. And if I find more, I'll show more. So pretty much, if you want to spot a SMT, what you want to do is you want to have pretty much a chart view that has Nasdaq right next to the S&P 500. So if you don't have trading view, let me make my camera a little bit smaller. I want y'all to be able to see all of this. I'm small as hell. Hello. But yes, if you have a trading view subscription, you could do this easy. Oh damn, let me delete that. I want y'all to see it when I do it. But yeah, so if you have the trading view subscription, you can easily do it left to right with everything lined up on the time frames. It makes it easier to see. If not, just use two applications, or use two trading views, one on your left monitor, one on your right monitor if you have two. But this just makes it simpler for me. So yeah, subscription is like $15. So you know that already, but for those that are new to trading, it's about $15 a month. You can do bar replay. You could do multiple screens. You can have lots of indicators, or lots of things that are on your chart, such as EMAs, volume, stochastic RSI, anything custom. Like this right here is custom with these dotted lines. It just shows the day split up. That's nonetheless, let's get to the main topic at hand here, which is SMT. So like I was saying before, it's just a place where price is manipulated on the Nasdaq, but it's not manipulated on the S&P 500, and you can spot the difference for a downward or upwards move. So as we can see what happened on Friday of this week, starting from Thursday leading into Friday, there was an SMT formed. I'm going to show you guys exactly where it was formed, and this is how they manipulate the markets. If you look right here, which is about 5 o'clock p.m. I hate military time when I'm trying to teach trading, but this is what it is. From here to here, this looks pretty normal. This looks like this is the same thing that led to the drop, but that is not where it is. It's actually from Thursday 7 in the morning, actually 8 in the morning, to the next day, Friday at 7 a.m. in the morning. So I'm gonna draw it out for you guys so you guys can see how the manipulation is formed on the chart. I'll mark it SMT, that just like so. I'm gonna get it from Thursday morning on the S&P 500, Friday morning. So boom, y'all see that? Y'all see how on S&P 500 it's downwards, and then on NASDAQ it's upwards, but the result resulted in a big drop. And this is how they manipulate you. Do you guys see how price came up and closed above this level here? Like, it didn't close above the absolute high, but it closed above the main closures of all these body candles from Thursday, right? So as you're watching price kind of come up, you're thinking like, well, it closed above here, maybe price wants to continue higher at a certain level, in which I thought so at this order block right here on the 1 hour. And I was hugely, I was huge, like I can't even say the word. I was mistaken to the depths of doom. As you see, this drop was massive. And, you know, they had them people, you know, they had us fooled thinking that we're going to continue higher to break these equal highs and shoot for an all-time high. So in simple terms, you guys see the direction is very clear here. There was no close above. So S&P and the NASDAQ are pretty connected. So if that if price isn't being broken higher here on this structure on the S&P 500, but they're doing it here, it's a sense of manipulation, right? So seeing something like this is a nice confluence to know we are actually about to sell off here. Let's not fall for the manipulation, right? But this is something I would definitely look for at the end or the beginning of my analysis, top down, right? But let's say the SMT wasn't here and we didn't have this chart here. I can easily, and we bar replay this like, oh, none of this ever happened, right? You're going into the day looking at this as like, yo, even though if I just start doing my strategy, let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. All right, we got a low today. Got the high today. All right, and at a certain point in time, you know, low today, high today, it was guaranteed that I was not gonna buy at the low. I mean, I was not gonna buy at the high today, and I would never sell at the low today. And I've taken some L's by that logic on its own, right? Now, in this example, the high of the day selling, of course, was valid, which is okay, because that's what I want. But if you're trying to think from a price action perspective, you're looking at this close, and you're a little scared. You know what I'm saying? So we go to the next candle, and price closes above these levels. So price breaks above this buy stop liquidity line, and you're looking at this like price wants to continue higher. Now, another part of my strategy, I always mark up, I would mark this area up as possible, like pretty much a previous day high mixed with the buy stop liquidity. So I wouldn't have that white line there. I would just have this there, and that would be named previous day high. So even with price being at the high of the day and running the previous day high, right? That's two confluences right there for me to even be bearish. But the manipulation came in, and it made me scared. It made me question my bias. So I'm looking here for a rejection off the 1 hour for potential buys later on. And, you know, I'm just seeing it that way. Price fell in the swing lower than this level. So we just looking for a continuation up here. Okay. Now, this just, things happen live in the market when you're looking to get an entry. You start marking up things a certain way, you immediately start being stuck in a bias. But you know what I'm saying? Like you're looking at things all over the place. And I would have had no clue. I would have had no clue that price was going to drop. I'm telling y'all what I was expecting on Friday. And me not having that SMT, me not even knowing that S&P 500 had something to do with this, I'm looking for entries here. I see the 30-minute order block with the 1 hour, so I'm really confident in buys here, and we can just keep playing things along. So yeah, that's at 8:15. Now, something in my brain should have said, that's a big bearish move for it to not be market open yet. But I'm also thinking that price maybe wants to come down to this 15-minute order block or the 30-minute order block or the 1 hour order block and continue us to the upside, because price is at the high of the day, but it's also coming near to an equal point in between the low of the day and the high of the day, which, you know, it could mean either way is up for grabs. So it created a nice manipulation, a nice way to confuse a lot of us in the market. And I would have been targeting these equal highs here. I'm gonna draw it out. I'm not trying to switch time frames. Y'all know how this bar replay get, right? Targeting these highs with a stop loss of 50 points. And, you know, I would have been feeling a little crazy about this trade only because I know the low would be down here. It's good to have a stop loss that reaches below the low, but I always do 50 points anyway. We play this out. 8:30, dump of doom. I'm like sitting here, stop losses hit immediately. I'm like, no. Price wants to continue higher, and I stayed in this delusional mindset. I'm sitting here looking at this like, hey, there's an order block right there. It rejected here, so we got an entry here. I cut it early here, so that's loss number 1. Okay, then I got an entry number 2 right here, thinking, okay, well, we can just go ahead and get us a little entry here, and now I can have a, you know, we can go for trade 2. But I'm in buys and I'm not looking at the SMT, right? The SMT doesn't exist in my brain right now. So, boom, price closes, opens another candle, and it rejects this order block here. This 15-minute order block that's here, it just pretty much got rejected from a breaker standpoint. So now we lose trade number 2. At this point, I'm mad. I was very emotional. Wasn't in the right headspace. Was stubborn with my bias. Got cranked. I got cranked. But you know what I do? Even after getting cranked, ran the previous day low. If you think about it, the sell happened starting at the high of the day. It ran the previous day high, then it went to go shoot that previous day low. All it is liquidity getting smacked and going to smack some more liquidity, and the rest is history. So, if I had that SMT, right? If I had that SMT there, this would have been 3 confluences before market even got close to opening. You know what I'm saying? I can remember, I'm just looking at this when I went back to my review, and I was like, I wonder if I can use this, because I never use it, you know? So this is new to my arsenal, and, you know, I wanted to put it in my last video with you guys when I was showing you, you know, pretty much how I trade. But this is something that I'm also adding, and that's gonna pretty much, you know, complete the things that I look for in the market as far as influences and entries and whatnot. Seeing this SMT placed here is just manipulation. Just think of SMT as manipulation, and that's as simple as it can get. Now I'm kind of thinking about telling y'all what the SMT meaning is, and I feel slightly ignorant for not knowing, but they call it smart money technique. Analyze price discrepancies between correlated assets to identify potential market reversals by looking for divergence patterns between them. Pretty much manipulation. Market manipulation. And that is a clear sign of how price was manipulating me in the markets on Friday, which resulted in a part of my crash out. Okay. Long story short, not both of my funders. One of my funders got cranked, and the other one pretty much got put back to, it put me back some progress. But it's all good. I learned from it. It will never happen again. And we have us a new toy to play with when it comes to spotting manipulation in the market. Now, this is like a good example that just happened recently, which is why I'm bringing it to you in the video. I'm gonna try to find another example real quick while we're here. But yes, I wouldn't be looking for all these bullish opportunities. I would have been looking for bearish opportunities, off of this manipulation right here. And it's good. Once I paired it with everything, price was at the high today. It ran the previous day high. So after it ran the previous day high, price really didn't have to continue higher. And, prices started showing us some bearish momentum the day before. I mean, this drop was insane. So they manipulated with this heavy drop, and then all this price coming back up was like, oh, we're continuing higher. Psych, this is just the SMT being placed. We're manipulating you guys. It's really about to crank all the way down. And we're not going to give you guys really any clear bullish moves, but we will go ahead and run this order block that we've seen here, thinking it was going to go up. We're going to disrespect it, and then we're going to come back up from the bottom half, crank y'all shit, and then continue down. And they did a swell, smooth job. So all of this right here is just sometimes marking up things just puts you in the wrong mindset. And me personally, it's annoying. I still deal with that, just marking up all the opportunities instead of just seeing a model that is about to work. But hey, man, we always think we know it all, but every day is a learning journey. So the sale, no trade should have been taken, especially if I seen this SMT. We have the high of the day. We would have had the previous day high ran. We got the previous day low here with some sell side liquidity. And the low of the day is still resting below with these equal lows here. So there was some areas for price to go hit. And the entries were all funny too. Like, even if we go down to the 5 minute, when price opened here and then shot down. And I'm thinking this is an entry. Fizzled a little bit, but it didn't hold. And I think I just need to be more patient with my entries. Yeah, once I'm more patient with my entries to make sure that it's actually rejecting, then get in. I'd rather get in 10 points late than to snipe it on the money and take a smooth loss immediately. I'd rather get in 5 to 10 points late, and wherever my target is, price likes to run 15 to 20 points above it anyways. So it's best for my entries, and it can up my win rate. It can stop me losing multiple trades in a row, and ultimately give me better P&L. So that way, when I do, like, let's say I got to get a re-entry, when I lose and get a re-entry, I'm not gonna make my full P&L as if I never would have took the loss in the first place. But yes, just smooth though. It was smooth. The way they did the manipulation on the SMT was smooth. I just wanted you guys to really see it side by side, and me explaining how it works with other confluences. So high of the day, previous day high, SMT, we're going bearish. Now entry model is at the 15-minute breaker, and we would have risked 50 points, of course. 50 points, and we would have did the 100 points, and we would have smacked that in just about, would have took about, from entry, about almost an hour. Oh wait, no, not even. 100 points would have been smacked Okay, let me get rid of. I can't. My brain can't see that. My eyes are killing me. I know we smacked 100 points. It was about 9:15. The exact 5. Really here. 9 o'clock. Entry at 8:45. Exit 9 o'clock. 15-minute trade. That would have been nice, saucy. I mean, yeah. I mean, me showing another example. I mean, I could find one for an example to the upside, real quick. I would have to be searching for this though. It's gonna take me a minute. I know you guys got the gist of it for the most part. Let's see if I can find one. Okay. Bro, I finally found another one, bro. Holy shit, bro. It's not that easy to spot as I thought it was. Damn. But the same exact thing happened the day before. And this all happened within Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Bro. Probably wouldn't have caught this in real time. But you can see how price created a higher high. Well, it wicked higher on the NASDAQ, and then on, S&P, it was going down. This was a big ass drop the day before. So these SMTs can be found on any time frame, on any day. It's just something you want to look out for when you're marking up a chart. You're just looking for inefficiencies. The S&P 500 and the NASDAQ are brother and sister. So whenever you spot them, just understand that price is being manipulated, and you're most likely going to see it down for the downside, and you'll see it for the upside if you're in the uptrend. I really wanted to have an upward example, but it's so much easier for me to spot it from a fall than to spot it from a rise in the market. But since it's a big drop, and you can usually spot it when you see price just kind of create these highs, these lows, and these highs, and then you drop, and you just go check on the S&P 500 in the same area, and voila, another SMT formed. You would have caught that, you would have seen that, and, price was confusing this day as well. And, yeah, they were cranking, man. They were cranking last week. They were not playing nothing. So I'm trying to see, where did I just draw that SMT at? Yeah, they were cranking. 8:30 open. We had 8:35. 8:40. 8:45. Price checked out this order block immediately. Pretty sure there was something on the time frame for it. Stop cranking. I don't understand why. 5 minutes there. Yeah, like you see, this one move was cranked. And I mean, there it goes right there. You got a 1 hour order block as well. My bad. We can get rid of that now. Y'all see that SMT, so that's one confluence, and then you got confluence another 2s, the 1 hour. So boom. Okay, cool. So even if you look at this, this is literally the candle that the manipulation happened on, which was to the exact time manipulation was placed at 8:30. So to catch this would have been difficult. It would have been happening like right in your face, right? But if you had them both up, watching the SMT get placed at 8:30, you know what I'm saying, you would have seen like, okay, price is rejecting this 1 hour order block. This is also, a 5 minute order block area, and then the SMT is placed from 4 o'clock in the morning to 8:30, and you would have seen the inefficiency there, or the discrepancy, not the inefficiency, but the discrepancy, the difference between NASDAQ and the S&P 500. And if you would have missed this entry up here on the 5-minute, there was another opportunity granted here. So you could have got that entry here, or you could have got that entry here. Either way, still targeting well, at this area, this was this was previous day low here, and what did price do? It ran that previous day low. That target wouldn't have been that good, but this one definitely would have gave almost about 100 points. And then also those lows over there, these lows right here, were good. So I mean, either way, go 2-to-1. I mean, risking 50 points, you're way up here, right? For the first trade, the first entry spot, and then for the second entry spot, it would have been almost above the SMT placement. And yeah, I mean, it's a good way to manipulate all the buyers, all the bullish buyers, thinking that we are continuing to make highs. This is a good way to crank the market, you know what I mean? These are all these levels here are levels that I like price to come run. Now all of this down here is just crazy to see. Like these are crazy lows to see. And yeah, for sure. Okay, that's enough for this video. I just wanted to show y'all 2 examples of SMT, how I use them, and it can happen at any given moment. So I always reference to them. You'll spot them on different time frames, and you can use them for buys or for sales. Just look for the discrepancy, one going up, the other going down. Whatever ES is doing, that's most likely the way it wants to go. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe for more videos like this. And on that note, keep God first, keep grinding and growing. And until next time, peace.